Hello everyone. Welcome back to Marilyn Tarot. Welcome back to another recording and another conversation that we're going to do today. We have Zen here in the back. You can see him. I mentioned him in the last video, and I keep talking about my cats like you guys know them. Some of you probably do, but they're always around. And yes, I love having that like a calm energy that they radiate. So here we are with another conversation. Welcome to the new viewers. I have received a couple of beautiful comments when it comes to those videos, and I really appreciate the feedback. You know, it's always good to know what you're doing right and what you can improve. So thank you for those that got back to me and contacted me via Instagram, in person, and so on. So today is the 29th of January. It is 111 portal, 2911, 2026. You know, we have like those important dates, and it's interesting that in the month of January we have that like portal 111 showing up quite a few times. I got asked a few times, like, what does it mean? You know, what does it mean when we have those repeating numbers, when we have those angelic numbers showing up? It is a reminder that you're being protected spiritually, if that's something that you are open to, and that you're aligned, that you're present, that you're on the right path, that you have the right thought. Is that a moment when you sort of like slow down and observe, what was my thought at that very moment? What is the universe trying to tell me? And so on. This is how we have that, like those spiritual conversations. So why we are here today is the new moon that we're going to have happening, the full moon we are going to have happening on the 1st of February. It's going to be the full moon in Leo, fixed fire, very passionate, very driven, very enthusiastic, very much about what makes you feel alive, what gives you that drive and that enthusiasm. And full moons are always bringing that clarity. Full moons are always pointing out certain things that we are maybe not aware of, or we are aware of, but we are pushing them on the side, and now is the time to sort of like pull it up on the surface and deal with it. So Sun is still in Aquarius. Aquarius and Leo are those two opposites. Aquarius, fixed air, Leo, fixed fire. And how we can use both of these energies. Aquarius, the mind, the air, the intellect, innovation, individuality that serves the community. It's us, not only me. Where the Leo has a little bit different approach, which is quite important. There is that like, it's quite important to understand that there is that like healthy ego, and obviously there is a toxic ego. So it's like, how do we find a balance there? I was listening to a big sportman a few days ago, and the theme was, where is the line between the arrogance and actually being aware of yourself and the confidence, right? So this is also the theme that we have here. 1st of February, 2nd of February are the important energetical dates, as this is the midpoint between the winter solstice and the Ostara or Easter, right? So Imbolc, or in the belly when it's translated, is that moment that is taking us closer to the spring. You can already see like little blossoms and little bulbs coming out. The nature is awakening slowly, and that in the belly is representing the earth, and everything starts and being born from the earth. So it's a beautiful symbolism there as well. Expression and drive, enthusiasm, everything that is sort of like ruled by that Leo energy, and obviously new vision, new approach, new lives being born. There is definitely that theme of rebirth. We are getting closer to the eclipse season as well. I'm not sure if I mentioned that in my previous video, but on the 17th of February, we are having the the first solar eclipse of 2026. And it's happening on the 17th, as I said, which is the start of the fire horse year. So we are still in that process of shedding. This full moon energy is helping that process as well. And we are getting ready for that eclipse season. Eclipses are always bringing changes, ready or not, clearing the air. They're setting us for the journey and the road that we are supposed to be on. There is massive shift and awakening. There is that moment of going through maybe uncomfortable process of change and transformation personally, internally, and collectively as well. You can look at the mainstream media, you can look at different countries and all those like crazy political situations that are happening, and the answer or the way out is in. The answer is within. The answer is to turn inwards and look inside and see what is right for you and what's healthy for you. Luck is coming and join us as well. Come sunshine. So I'm very excited that I will be spending this full moon in Egypt. I'm traveling to Egypt on Saturday, and it's like that beautiful big cat energy, the lion. I'm connected to the spirit of Basset, the goddess of cats, right? Intuition, gut feeling, all that stuff. And I can't wait to share more about this trip with you guys. Do find me on social media. I do post more often on my Instagram, which is art of tarot, art_of_tarot. So you can follow me there as well. Let's pull a couple of cards and see what we need to know for this full moon and this weekend. 1st of February, this is what sets the tone for the month of February as well, which is pretty short month in a calendar year, but it has big energies. So let's see, what is it that we need to know right now? What is it that as a collective we are putting on the surface, releasing, dealing with, and what the message would be? The Five of Wands. Five of Wands is that card of change and transformation in a way of how we show up. 5 is the number of change and transformation. Wands are representing this fiery energy. There is that moment when you slow down, you stop for a second, you observe your thoughts, which are influencing your actions, and you ask yourself, does that situation, does that person, does that place deserve my time and energy? Like, this is the moment when we choose our battles. It gives you the opportunity to level up in a way and to really invest yourself energetically in the best possible way that you feel that is right for you. Second card, the second message is the Devil. The Devil is major arcana, big energy, significant force, and it talks about passion, drive, and enthusiasm, which are the themes of the Leo energy as well, that can lead us to the extreme. And at the very beginning of this conversation, I was talking about those different terms and different ways of how those supportive quality, important energies can go to the extreme and lead to the element of toxicity. And how do we find a balance there? Really knowing when to slow down and take the power to find a middle ground in a way, and understand when things are becoming too much. The next card, the next message, is the Lovers. This is a really interesting combination here today. And then we have the Princess of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So for those of you that are familiar with tarot, like the way that these two cards look in the traditional tarot deck, You have that like masculine and feminine, masculine on one side, feminine on the other side, represented in a human form. And then in the devil card, you have the devil in between. And those chains around necks of these people that are loose. And in the Lover's card, you have that feminine, masculine, then you have the angelic figure in the between. So it is about the choices. It is about like, which one do we feed more? And how we connect to that unconditional love. Love for yourself, love for your close people, love for your family, your friends, your partners, your job, your work, your purpose. Leo is ruled by Venus, which is all about love, moderation, harmony. It is that like heart chakra that we are talking about. So it's beautiful to see the Lover's card. And astrologically, this is the energy of Gemini, which is very much about choices that we make. So where do I choose to invest myself, and what is my relationship with myself in a way as well? This Five of Wands is also talking about that too, right? So that devil energy can lead to, you know, the moment when you show up for someone and there is that like moment when you feel like gaslighted, or where you feel that things are just not right. This is that moment when that energy of the devil goes into the extreme, and it's like, what do I do with it? How do I find that balance? And like approach, like you can approach from the place of love and understanding and nurturing. I'm talking, this is just an example in the actual life, right? With maybe people that you're surrounded with and so on. And then we have that moment of really taking a step back to understand what deserves your time and energy and what doesn't, and make the choice. Really make the choice. So it feels like that this full moon energy will be bringing the spotlight on the romantic relationships, relationships in general, relationships that are important for you, and those ones that maybe run out its course. It is a journey. It is a journey, and there is always the moment it can be traveled together, can be expand together, can be learn together, or is this the time to move on? This is the moment when you choose between yourself and others. Do you want to continue to play small? Are the people around you supportive? Or there is a moment when you're like, I'm setting myself free because I don't have to play the victim or whatever it is. And, you know, for some of you, this might resonate. But the whole point and the whole idea of this conversation, and the main message of the whole this conversation, is that unconditional love and healthy love for your neighbor, for your town, for your work, for your colleagues, for, you know, that place of purity and innocence. That if we all show from that place, we are building healthy and lasting relationships. If you enjoyed this video, take a moment to like and subscribe. I will be talking to you around the 17th of February about the themes that I already mentioned, and I'm looking forward to share that conversation with you as well. Eclipses are always very powerful. I am leaving you to it. Enjoy the month of February. Enjoy those next couple of weeks. I think that we are done with the coldest part of the year, almost, at least here in the northern hemisphere. And I'm very excited to see the nature awakening. So maybe the next video will be filmed somewhere in the nature. And I might have like a short videos also coming up from some really cool places in Cairo for you. Mwah. Sending you love. Bye for now.